So, as for how much sleep I got last night here, probably even less than the previous night. So, if I switch over to this layout here. Hi, camera. Let's see. I need to hit that button there, venue cam and stuff. So, I'm using display capture 2 already. It looks like that's already on. Let me just turn that off from full screen. So currently, it's 8:14 in the morning. I concluded things around like 5 last night. So, 10 years younger. Yeah, that's what my mom told me a couple days ago. Before I first came to the event here shortly after shaving. That's what she told me there. So, it was past 5 in the morning last night when I wrapped up stream here. And I went to sleep in the back of my truck. And this time, instead of sleeping for about 3 hours, I got up at about like 7. I set my alarm for like 9 a.m. I was up at about 7 and I would, it just felt like a sudden jump. Maybe 15, honestly. Jeez. How are things going, John Wildcat? And I was like, this is not going to get me through, realistically, and I also want to, like, make sure that, like, driving is safe and stuff. So, like, even when I first, like, went to sleep there, I didn't feel, like, fully tired. By 7, I didn't really feel fully tired, but I tried to, get some more rest there. So I stayed in there until my watch showed that it was about 8, and I was like, alright, well, it's about 3 hours-ish. This is what I got about the previous night. I guess I'll get up now, and I'll keep at some stuff here. So I got up, I got set up here, and I'm here. This event is scheduled to go until 2 p.m. So the event is scheduled to go on for a little bit under 6 hours. It's probably going to be somewhere closer to 5. I usually find that the MegaFPS events usually start wrapping up a decent bit before, like, the scheduled end time, is what I've seen in my experience. But I think that I should have enough time to get through this and some other stuff. I don't know what the other stuff is going to be, because I'm done with my list, pretty much. So, yeah, my goal right now is basically just rushing through this here. So I'm operating on less than 3 hours of sleep 2 nights in a row now. And I still don't necessarily feel, like, super tired. I feel simultaneously fine and like crap at once. It's a strange feeling. When I get home later today, I'm definitely going to go right to sleep. But, like, I feel like if I tried to go to sleep, it's not like I could just conk out. I would need to, like, really lay there and have my body be like, alright, it's time to actually sleep now. Because it doesn't seem to think that's time for that. It feels kind of like the later parts of a 24-hour charity stream, where my body's just kind of given up on trying to put me to sleep, I guess. So it's like, when I'm doing a 24-hour charity stream, as it gets late, I get to a point where it's like, I start to feel really, really, really tired. But once I push past that, it's like, my body doesn't care anymore. I don't feel all that tired anymore, even though I'm actually really, really exhausted inside. I don't really outwardly feel that, and I still portray, good energy and stuff. That's kind of where I'm at now when it comes to this here. I need to click onto the thing here, maybe unplug it and plug it back in again. I just left it plugged in overnight. I did hit play on the thing, right? Pause, play. Oh. What? I can't interact with anything on Dolphin there. I already confirmed that my hard save was at this point anyway, so... Well, guess I'm task manager killing it, and hoping for the best. I just left it all open overnight, so I mean... Let's see here. If, let's say I did that, let's drag this over to this screen here. Let's go ahead and do that. And then my buttons should work and stuff. So, I'm in a bit of a state, and it keeps on resetting my settings when I tell it to not show percent speed, so you don't see that little bit that says max in the top right corner there. Yeah, I'm in a state. That's probably a good way to put it here. I I don't know how exactly to describe what I feel. I mean, we've seen this before. Saw that at the end of the last stream. I have gotten quite used to these kinds of feelings, what with all the 24-hour cherry streams I've done, all the LAN events I've done around here. Like, it's not my first rodeo or anything here. But admittedly, I am in a bit of a state. Okay, saw this before. And I mean, in terms of actual sleeping conditions, it is nice having, like, the actual space to, like, fully lay out beyond a foam mattress, not my inflatable air mattress that does, like, nothing. It just feels like hard ground with that thing. Like, it's actually really comfortable. In terms of, like, my god, in terms of just general comfort while trying to sleep, it's actually really, really solid. It's really good setting up the tent in the back of the truck. But this past night, I did encounter a new issue when it comes to potentially trying to sleep there, and that's the noise. Like, I'm used to getting power naps in, you know, LAN venues like this, just putting my chair back and conking back and, you know, calling it a night and having, like, the whole noise in the venue and stuff like that. But with that, it's very different in that, you know, it's still a decent bit windy, like the lingering kind of effects of the storm and stuff like that. And so my tent itself is constantly going whoosh, 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 whoosh. And, yeah. And that kept on triggering my mind, making me think in the back of my head, like someone was entering my tent or something like that, or like something was hitting it, is like what I knew obviously wasn't the case, but my mind kept on thinking that it was, and, you know, having like my whole tent kind of blowing around a decent bit there. Like, it's secured in there, it's ratchet strapped down, and it's in place in my truck there, it's not going anywhere, and I knew that. But, you know, I think I found that sleeping in this kind of environment with previous LANs and having all the noise here is a lot more comforting, I guess, than like the whoosh, 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 whoosh of my tent. So I didn't deal with that the previous night, but last night I definitely did. Stair 1, the heck. So that was a new thing to deal with there, is a little bit of lingering storm kind of effects, and that all. Oh, okay, nice. Guess I probably didn't even need to use a Healy item there. So, what's this? Is this super important? No. How am I getting these stupid things? Here, let's just be Ouija. Here's what we'll do. So, we'll see if this is like last morning, where it's like, I get up, I have a decent bit of energy, and then very shortly after, then the wave of sleepiness hits, and it's like, oh yeah, struggling to stay awake and stuff. Like, I'm at the point of decent energy now. Maybe I shouldn't say high energy, but pretty decent energy here. Like, I feel pretty fine. But if it's like yesterday, in a little bit, I may end up starting to, really feel it, potentially. Oh my god. My energy is still not quite 100%. I might not be offering the most insightful commentary here. But yeah. Is there number one fan trying to break in the tent there? Surely here, endeth stair 1. Yeah, I would be very freaked out about something like that. I would be not too impressed there. Stair 2. Alright, so we're just going up a whole bunch. That's what we're doing. Oh my. Dang it. Too dang fast. It's all poison mushrooms. Okay, I'm just going. It's whatever. Oh, cool, safe walk. Neat. So I guess I'm just gonna be kind of platforming to the top is what this level is, it looks like. I'm missing a whole bunch of stuff along the way, but that's fine. I want to make 100% sure I'm able to get through this game first and foremost. And I'm pretty sure I am. Hey, look, there's some familiar foes. But, you know, I'd rather move onward rather than taking the time to explore every little nook and cranny and stuff. So I would much rather do... You're going way up into the sky here. Okay, well. What do we have here? This. So this is, here, endeth stair 2. I don't know how many rooms there's gonna be. Stair 3. Stair 3. Okay. Okay, well, excuse me. nice if there was a mushroom or something there. There's not a sign that say here endeth stair 3 or anything, so is this something else? What is this? What the heck is that? What are these? I don't even know. I don't know how I collect them. I don't know what they are. I don't know if I have to backtrack here and pick up one of these things. Going through them doesn't seem to do anything. That looks like it would be important for something. But yeah. Imagine a platforming game where it doesn't have any interesting or challenging platforming. Truly a game of all time. Yeah, that's kind of what I've been feeling about this game, where it's like, hey, the idea is interesting, like the whole switching between 2D and 3D, but it very much gives me the same vibes that Mario vs. Donkey Kong on the Switch did. I never played the Game Boy Advance original, so I don't know if it was a similar thing with Game Boy Advance original, but it felt very much like that game tried to be like a mix of regular 2D Mario platforming plus puzzle elements, but in doing so, it like never fully embraced either or, and just feels like a toned down version of both. Where it's like, why would I play this when I can just play like something that goes like full in on either camp, like puzzle elements or 2D Mario stuff, instead of getting something that's like a half-baked version of one or the other. That's kind of what this feels like, where it's like, hey, there's some novel stuff with the whole switching between 2D and 3D and stuff like that, but I mean, the platforming is just so basic compared to just, you know, playing a normal 2D Mario game. So it's like, does that novelty of the whole sort of RPG mechanics and switching between 2D and 3D really justify the very lackluster 2D platforming there? But yeah, 3D environment is so flat, it do be here. Don't think that it's a interesting gimmick there. I think that it could be done in more interesting ways for sure. Could forgive it if it was an N64 game, and that'd be something really novel on a N64 for sure. I don't know what I do here, I'm gonna be honest. It seems like the route just kind of ends. But yeah, the gameplay of this game is definitely not my favorite. Definitely not my favorite Mario gameplay, let me tell you that. It's definitely made staying awake a decent bit of a struggle. I don't know what the heck. So I am going to that video again because I need to get on with it. But yeah, look, there's like 2 hours left in the long play, which means I've got to be getting close. Surely. So, with the, I have no idea how the heck you get, like, the crowd out and stuff. So, around here, Mr. Dudo in the video does, yeah, the same thing that I tried. Oh, there's a chest with the, I don't care. Roth Puff. There's that one room with, like, the fruits and stuff. Oh. Yeah, I gotta do that sometimes. Okay. I gotta remember, when in doubt, switch to 3D. It seems like there isn't a way forward. I keep on forgetting that. I mean, I am running on less than 3 hours of sleep 2 nights in a row, so I mean, can you blame me? Maybe a GameCube game, but even then, I don't think I would accept it being so fucking flat. Well, I mean, I feel like around the Wii era is when we kind of saw a resurgence of interest in full 2D games like N64 and GameCube. They were like, alright, this is kind of new, we gotta go like full 3D for everything. Whereas Wii and like Nintendo DS, we have things like New Super Mario Bros. And consumers being like, oh, there's some interest in things going 2D again and like the novelty of that. But, you know, with the new stuff with the N64 and GameCube, I think they were trying to go all in on the whole 3D thingamabob. So around this way it looks like. So I go over here. But I mean, if I did want to get like my 2D platforming kind of fix, I don't know why I would play something like this over like New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Honestly. But yeah, no issues with 2D games. Take huge fucking issue with such a bland looking 3D landscape though. I mean, I guess it, well, bad example. That's just white. I guess it would kind of have to look like with this art style. I think that's one of those things where it's just like, you know, it has some flaws at its core and its design. Looks like a 2D game in 3D. Yeah, and I'm sure that that's what they were probably going for with the whole paper theme. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it looks good. Like, I was talking about this when it came to, like, my review of Last of Us Part 2 after I completed that. Where it's like, a lot of the feelings of frustration that I have with the game, I'm sure are absolutely intended by the writers. But just because it's intended like that doesn't necessarily mean that it's good like that. So I'm sure that a lot of the, ways that this game looks and all that are absolutely intentional. Just being like a natural consequence of the type of game it is. But that isn't justification to say like it's necessarily good, you know? It's kind of what I feel like. I feel like it's that Last of Us 2 situation where there's like some fundamental flaws that if you go for this type of game, there's some inherent flaws in the mix there. Except this time it's in gameplay rather than in story, like with that game there. Oh, is she? Oh no, Peach! Princess Peach, hey, wake up, princess. Oh, come on. This is just plain annoying. Get up! Don't tell me I have to backtrack for the blue things now. Man, this girl can sleep, huh? I mean, that was a serious roar right there. I don't know who this is. Ah, me, prithee tell me. Princess Peach, I assume. Oh, yeah, yeah. She hath eaten of the golden fruit. She lacketh the common sense, I fear. Golden fruit? The over there teemeth with magical trees whose fruit maketh many an odd effect. The fruit of golden hue maketh people so satisfied they falleth into deep sleep. And I mean deep sleep, the kind thou dost not wake up from for 100 years. 100 years? You've gotta be kidding. Look, I'm a patient Koopa, but I'm not that patient. Lovebee, isn't there any way to wake her up sooner? Pray, wherefore would I know of such... Ah, but hold a moment. I do remember my father's words of long ago. Yeah, he said one tree in the over there bore a taboo fruit that could waketh anyone. And you never fall asleep again. Taboo fruit? What kind of tree is that sort of thing? Pray, wherefore should I know, huh? I'll have to backtrack to like 2 or 3 or whatever that thing was. So then all we know is that we need to find a fruit. Kind of fruit. Marvelous. Well, we've got to do something. Let's go find any kind of fruit we can. So yon Princess Peach, all seems to holdeth her in regard most high. Do what thou wantest. I am not helping. I am sulking. Okay. I'm gonna feel this, like, onset wave of sleepiness any point now. I can feel, like, it almost starting to set in. But yeah. But yeah. And yeah, I mean, like, the Pit of 100 Trials is definitely one of the things that I really dislike of a 1000-Year Door. Not exactly the biggest fan there. Alright. It was a good story, but it's dragged by the gameplay so hard, and it's not a game I want to replay. It just feels brain dead almost. Yeah, I don't know if this would be a game that I would ever want to replay myself. I'm intrigued by the story and the direction that it's gonna go. It's doing things a lot more interesting than a typical Mario plot would. It's seeming like to me, but I'm just not really a fan of the gameplay, quite frankly. Hopefully, I'm not sure this game looks bland as much as it looks fine. Backgrounds are lacking in much detail, but still going for a cartoonish storybook vibe. Yeah, I think that it's fine to go for that. I personally prefer the look of something like 1000-Year Door with, like, the full 3D kind of going in and out regularly kind of thing, as opposed to, like, the 2D kind of thing here. Maybe a game like this would have worked better on the 3DS or something like that. How the heck do I don't know how to grab these. I actually have no idea. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, here, this, oh, here we go. A blue fruit from over there stare. It tastes a little weird. I don't know. In case it ends up requiring me to get, like, multiple or something. Alright, well. But yeah, I think with the whole 3D environment and stuff like that, again, it's another consequence of just, like, how do we take this 2D environment and just flip it the other way? In a way that is meant to be, like, unconventional to the people of this world and stuff like that, that just live 2D lives and all that. So meant to look otherworldly and off, most likely. Oh my god, I cannot stop hitting dudes for the life of me. maze. And then the, was it this way? Yeah, it was this way. Because, yeah, it does definitely look off, but I feel like it's also kind of intended to look like that way. You have got to be kidding me right now. Is what I feel here, at least. Please. Oh my god. There's such a limited screen space that sometimes I jump into people that are just right outside the camera range. Because the camera doesn't exactly go that far past where my Dudo actually is. But yeah, be way more crazy for people of this world for it to look, wait. It would be way more crazy for the people of this world for it to look more like a normal 3D world. As opposed to the, weird looking 3D kind of thing going on. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. Here, let's go through this away. And then trek on over this way. And then maybe a blue fruit will do it. Watch it not be this and it's gonna be like a different fruit or something instead. Just you watch. Alright, well, before I hit the save thing. I don't even know if I got the right thing. Not even entirely sure. So, up, up. I am hitting up. Blue apple. Here you go. Nom nom nom. Well, I do hope this wakes Princess Peach up. I guess it's not that one. Oh. Alright, well, let's just look at the long play and they'll go right to whatever the right one is. Instead of me continuing to guess here and taking however much time. Let's do that instead. So, where did they go in the thing? Wait, so they get, like, red apples. Hold on. Stair 4, you're into stair 3. So, just keep on going up. And, there'll be a thing eventually, if I just keep on trekking upwards. Okay, and then red apple and stuff. Okay, and then, yeah, sure. Oh, and then they go back. Does the red apple do the trick? Is that what I need? Do they ever get the red apple there? What do they end up using? Where are they? I just want to know, like, what apple I need. The black one? Gray one? Is very weird. That's probably the one? Yeah, that's the one. Where the heck? Do I just keep on going up? And then I find... Whatever, let's just keep on going up, I guess. This is what we'll do. Let's see here. Okay. Well. Yeah, it's funny, I don't feel at all sleepy when I'm back there and, like, actually trying to sleep in the tent in the back of my truck. But now here I am trying to, like, actively do this. And then I have the sleepiness come on. And then that's what happens. Alright, well, let's go get a black apple. That's what we'll do. Oh, man. They have it! Okay, okay, well. But yeah, this away. Is there a door over that way or something? There is. Was there one over this way too? Yellow fruit hither. Yellow fruit hither. I thought yellow fruit was the one that Peach... Alright, 8. That other room there. Here endeth stair 4. I don't know. So Peach is in, like, stair 4 room. Stair 5. What's this? What have we here? This one is, Huh? What is this room? What is this room? What? Hold on. Oh, there's a super secret. But I don't think it's the pink ones anyway. I don't believe. Alright, well. But hey, I'll grab that anyway. Pressing up way too soon. Not registering my input there. Slight bit of delay before my input can properly go through. Whee! An arrow showing that way. So I mean... was that the door that I came through in the first place? I don't know, here. Here, just do this or something. I can't make it over without being Peach, I guess. Oh. Did I ever go through this here? Maybe this will be the black apples, and then, oh, here's that room that I saw them in with the thing. This, I guess? I don't know. Please. Okay, well. Please. Okay, bonk. There, like that. Okay. And then what? You're not telling me this room is just nothing, just fight some guys and then you get to leave again. There's no way. What the heck? Is that actually what's going on here? I saw the Doodle in the long play fight dudes in this room. But, like, what's the point here? I am a decent bit confused what the heck the point in that room was. Nom. Usually in games, if it locks you into some dead-end room, it's like, oh, defeat these guys, then you get, like, some sort of item or something like that. And then you can leave, or find the way forward. Instead of just like, oh, you can leave now. But you came into this room for basically no reason. Black fruit hither. Hither, like... So it's right near here somewhere. I have no idea where the hell. Am I blind? Oh. Black fruit hither? What are you talking about, game? Rip. I need to get through this either before the internet goes down or I fall asleep. Because sleep deprived and all that. Oh, it's always, yeah. 3D too far forward, I guess so there. Yeah, I keep on forgetting the first rule of this game. If I don't know where to go, put it into 3D and look again. Oops. Dang it. Okay. So, I guess hither meaning like this way, I guess. That's what it means. Like this way. Decent ways into the screen. Okay, so then I come over here. Then I equip the Thudley here. Like this. Here, black fruit from over there stair. It tastes very weird. Well, cool. Let's go back to stair 4 now. What I'll do. Oh, not that way. But yeah. Ironically, I think that intelligence was committed to the RPG mechanics here more than they were in all subsequent Paper Mario games. Don't know what prompted them to take the Super Paper Mario angle. Oh, there's a bot to ban there really quickly. The Super Mario angle, keeping the mechanics helps to still maintain the Paper Mario feel. Like, I get that that's what they were going for here, but... Oh, is this actually just the bottom here? I feel like by not embracing fully one or the other, it's kind of a master of none. You get a very general kind of game, which just makes it kind of bland and basic feeling when you're just getting like kind of watered down version of, you know, RPG game versus platformer game, rather than a game that goes like full in on one or the other. It's kind of what I felt about like Princess Peach Showtime, where it's like it didn't really fully embrace like any one given thing, so it didn't really have like any one super solid thing that you could sink your teeth into. It was all just one kind of generic, samey kind of thing, and you know, that's kind of what I feel about this and stuff. But yeah, how do you establish and make use of the badge system in this game without the RPG mechanics? There's a badge system in this game? What? Wow. Where again? Hold on, I'm pretty sure Peach's door is somewhere on the right. Where am I? What is this? Oh. Let's just keep on moving forward while I collect some coins along the way. Oh, here's the red apples. Well, just in case I screwed up with the video there, let me, sure, do that. Oh my god, stop. Stop throwing it at me. Okay, well. But yeah. Open it up. Alright. Keep on heading down here, I guess. Oh my. So I was through here before or something, right? Probably. Ah, man. Please. So, stair 4. So she was somewhere on stair 4, I remember. Do you remember that distinctly? So, let's see here. Oh, well, I guess I'll go up this way. Ow, didn't see you there. Well, then that's outplayed. Oh my god, I didn't see you there either. But I just kind of have to jump and hope for the best. Well, the game doesn't show me all that much around me. Please. I see just a little smidge of cloud there. Come on. This way. Well, I could have sworn her door was like somewhere on the right there. This is just the, oh my god, I'm losing my mind. I could have sworn she was on stair 4. I have not been as turned around in... Oh, it's that one right there. I have to say, with me constantly asking, like, if I'm blind, if I'm in the place that I think I am getting myself mixed up. I don't think I've ever been, like, this turned around in a video game than I have with Super Paper Mario in an extremely long time. It shows you just a very small section of the screen in, like, this 2D environment. It really loves the 2D Mario Haunted Mansion kind of style, where it's like, here's all these doors that take you different places. Try to remember where they take you and stuff like that. With the limited space that you're working with, it's easy to just keep on doing loops over and over again and be like, wait, was I here? How do I get out of here? And not even be able to find my way back when I've just gone like 2 rooms to go get like the chocolate at the space gas station, for example. And then I can't even find my way back anymore. Like, I very much have never been this lost in a video game in a long time. In terms of just finding my way around. Well, what about this one? Please let this one be the taboo fruit. Oh, it looks as though she's waking up. Rose! Are you alright? What was that? What in the world did you just make me eat? It worked! Yahoo! Princess Peach, you're awake. Luigi, you're safe and sound. Concerned dummy over here, Princess Peach. Where in the world are we? And what was I doing here? I can't remember a thing. We are in the over there, Princess Peach. Dementio's attack sent you here. So thou wakest. I am Loveby. I am bound for the over there, and I take ye on travelers with me. Is that so? Well, it's nice to meet you, Loveby. I shall head onward, so dawdleth not. Heareth me, Princess of Silly Peaches. Oh my, I wonder if I said something rude. Don't worry about it. Oh, I must have caused you all so much trouble. I'm so sorry, but I'm so very happy to see all of you again. I'll try and do my best to make up for time lost. There, all the party members and stuff. I guess I just keep on going up now. Well, here we go. Up to the over there. Okay, fair enough. Misremembering the catch cards. Has badges there. I gotcha. Alright, well. Here, now I may as well save here. That's what I may as well do. I don't know where the next platform is, so just be safe here. Come on. I know that they arrive kind of synced up like that. So I was kind of waiting to see the lower one get closer and stuff there. Please. This away we go. And then this was the yellow fruit hit there. Yeah, so I would have to go into like the screen or something there. Is what I would have to do. This way or something. I don't know. Yeah, here ended stair 4. So now I just go up. Just check all the way up. So don't think I need to do that for anything at this point. Kind of bugs me how Peach doesn't have the fixed up sprite in the texture pack that I'm using, but the other party members do. So I was gonna do this here, something or other, like that. Yeah, sure. Whoa, my. Okay. Ow. Oh my. You're into stair 5. On we go. But yeah. Guess this game is 3.5 pit of 100 trials. Not just 2.5, I completely forgot. Is there a pit of 100 trials in this game? You should do all 3.5 pit of 100 trials. No, thank you. I think I'm good. I've learned to not touch those things. Well, ooh. Very glad I hit that. I almost did because it was a brick one and not like a question mark one. So I wouldn't think that there was as much chance for any good stuff in there. Okay, well, I don't know. Do this. Whee! And then here, just like do this. Whee! Yes, you have the flip side pit of 100 trials, the flop side one, but you have to do twice, so 1.5, and then the Sammer Kingdom. So I guess it gets restored at the end of the game then, or something or other, since it was destroyed in the story here. But yeah, that doesn't sound like something that I would ever really want to do. Okay, let's see here. Whoa. What do we got here? They have it! Long last shake. Alright, so does this go up higher? Yep, sure does. Has the music gotten repetitive yet? Whee! Okay, well. Different boss at the end? Well, maybe after the playthrough here, I'll just, like, look it up on YouTube out of curiosity. Alright, well, if you guys are gonna be like that. But definitely not doing them like I did with Pit of 100 Trials in my 1000-Year Door playthrough. I don't know. It looks so silly. The tiny little hammer. Oh, okay, you got a Thunder Rage. Here, get rid of this crap. Where am I going? Did this actually lead to anything, or... Oh, I can keep on going up. I was about to start gliding off to the right side. It's a good thing I didn't do that. You're into stair 6. Here, onward we go. So now, stair 7. Time to do 100 floors here. Okay, well, what have we here? Hidden block, imagine. Hidden block here, imagine. Okay, well. Okay, well. Boss is just a dragon similar to Chapter 1. One boss is Shadow Clones of Peach, Bowser, Mario, and Luigi. Forget what the third one is. Shadow Clones of the Dragon. Whee! Okay, well. Is this the play? Oh my god. That wasn't the intended play by the developers, clearly, but, like, it worked out as the play for me anyway. So I'm glad about that. Here. Do this. Get on up here. Okay. What is this? Oh, okay. That's nice. I don't know, get rid of that. Okay. Squeezy. Places to be. This one looks different. Hi, I'm Cirrus. I'm Newport Cloud. Pleased to meet you. I got big dreams. Big ones. I'm gonna run the craziest crypto scheme you've ever seen. I'll be the biggest cloud I can be. I heard about this one guy who could grow big just by eating a mushroom. That would be so cool. If you find a big making thing like that, give it to me. Oh, this is a small making thing. Oh no. Don't tell me I need to go back for apples. Well, you can just make me big? Cool. Then I'll try. I'm just gonna ruin this guy's dreams. Jump Snark. Give up on your dreams, kid. I did it. How big is it? Wait, I'm not big at all. I'm even smaller. This stinks. Bring me something to make me big. Don't tell me I need to backtrack for apples for that, do I? Oh my god, I do. I like bit of 100 trials, 1,000-year door. But Jesus, the game goes way too far with it. Plus, it works because 1,000-year door has good gameplay. This just doesn't. 1,000-year door has good gameplay, but when you're doing like the same kind of stuff over and over and over again, and like the same set of enemies across every 10 floors, I find that that does get repetitive and annoying, even with the general good gameplay of 1,000-year door, in my opinion. All right, just show me what kind of apple it is. What one do they use here later? There's only 2 bosses. You just can't fight the boss till the second run through. They're kind of like what 1,000-year door did with Wacka. In that case. So, do I need to do this guy to like progress. So I'm gonna have to do here. So it's the red apple. I don't remember exactly where the red apple is. Yeah. Let's just look it up here. What floor? Super Paper Mario. Where to find red apple? I got one before. I don't remember where it was. Just tell me the stair number. Where you found Peach, go down to the bottom of the area to the right. You'll find a long stretch of brown blocks where Lakitu is. Use a cloud and you'll find the door. Okay, so it's like on this one, according to this one GameFAQs page. Well. So, that's stair 4. And then, ow. Okay. Well, Lakitu here this time. There he is. This, I guess, Azure actually gives you nice and useful badges each 10 rooms. This game gives you capture cards of pixels, which does literally nothing. I was wondering what the capture cards actually did. I did see that I was getting those cards where it's like, allows you to capture virtually any enemy. I've never even bothered trying to use it. Okay, yoink. Alright, well, now I go back. I should be able to take the pipe back quickly. So, this shouldn't be too much of a hassle, I don't think. Shouldn't be too bad. Okay, well. Get back up to the beach section. I forget, is there a platform that comes here? I can just go around the left side and... Oh, okay, so it's there anyway. Dang. Okay, well, I'll wait for that to come back around. Look how sad my ground pound guy looks. He's just like, yeah, I'm here. I'm just hanging out. Nice miss. Okay. So then I save again. May as well. After cards that enemies give you 2 times attack power against that enemy. So they work the same as like the regular cards then. In that case that you pick up. Can you get like infinite capture cards? Can you in theory like farm them up? Maybe it caps out at like a certain amount of how many cards you can have for each type. Seriously, I want to be big. Here you go. Here you go, Willie. This make me big. Cool, then I'll try it. Chomp Snark. no cap? Makes a game severely unbalanced really quickly when it's already broken. So there's really no cap. I did it! Now I'm Big Cloud. From now on, just call me Super Cirrus. No more little mini cloud for me. And I'm real bouncy, so hop on top. Okay. Okay. I do like some of the humor in this game. Oh, man. I see the Earth isn't just a big sheet of paper. Flat Earth has been disproven in Paper Mario. Your endeth stair 7. Okay. And then... Here endeth over there stair. The over there is over there. Okay. So yeah, you need Peach to get over there. I got you. Alright, kill the final boss without 10 hits normally without capture cards. Balls are just not challenging at all as is, and this just makes it worse. End of chapter. Oh man, that took me like 50 minutes. Save your progress, yeah. I've got to be getting close now. White clouds as far as the eye could see. Mario and Co had climbed through clouds and finally reached the over there. Odd, no party springeth forth to welcome us, wondered lovely. It mattereth not. Father's shrine is just ahead, so we can walk there with ease. They would not arrive at the shrine as easily as Loveby predicted. Why not? Because something unexpected and dramatic was about to happen.